What's going on, everybody? Today we are going to town to get gas for the motorcycle, and we are going to buy some stuff to patch a fuel leak. Okay, so obviously we're not in the white car. That's because if you watched yesterday's video, you would know that the white car has a fuel leak. So I know where the fuel leak is coming from. It's leaking from the fuel pump at hatch. Yeah, whatever. The fuel pump like hatch thing in the back seat, under the seat, where the fitting was drilled for a return line fitting for the motor swap, and it's leaking around that fitting. When the tank pressure's up, it blows gas up out of the tank. So it's good to know that it's not leaking everything out of the tank. It's not a constant leak. It only seems to leak the top quarter tank of the gas tank. So yeah, we're gonna go and buy some fuel putty, which is for patching fuel tanks leaks or whatever. So I'm gonna see if that'll work, and if that doesn't work, we'll go from there and see what happens. So stay tuned. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but my twin turbo car actually gets better gas mileage than this car does, and that's surprising. So another thing I'm not proud of, but secretly am, when I drive this car I can put 87 octane in it and not feel bad because it's cheaper, but I do feel bad because it's cheaper. Trying something a little bit different today. Got a cherry icy instead of a cherry energy drink today. Waiting on Taylor. Alright, we're up here at Advanced Auto. We're gonna go in here and try and find some fuel putty. And
after we wipe off insulation and get some free fucking wiper blades, that is. Give me that young Sharpie.
We're gonna go in here and try and get some fuel putty, see if we can fix the fuel leak, and we'll see what happens.
Joints hurt, my head hurts, my whole body hurts. I usually don't get a hangover. I got a hangover from hanging on my own.
Alright, so we went in advance and bought some of this quick steel plastic repair. It says it's strong, holds to 5,900 psi. It's weather resistant, sets and cures in an hour, and it says it's chemical resistant, so
impervious to chemicals, not chemical resistant.
And it doesn't say not to use it with gasoline, and we couldn't find anything that you could use with gasoline that was half worth of shit. So we're gonna try this and see what happens. So stay tuned. Alright world, we are back. It is now the next day. Excuse me for looking disgusting because I've been at work all day and I'm really sweaty and it's really hot and humid here in Mississippi. So now that we got that out of the way, we are going to now try and patch this fuel leak. I got two things I need. Got my energy drink and I got some quick steel epoxy putty. It's rated pretty strong, so here's hoping that it will hold long enough. It sets in a couple minutes and it's apparently impervious to chemicals and whatnot, so we'll see if it holds up. All I needed to do is just stop fuel from overflowing out of the tank. So under the fuel hatch right here, I will show you exactly what I'm talking about. So let me get this cover off. Okay, so this fitting right here is the one we're having a problem with. You can see there's a lock washer on it and some Teflon tape around it. And obviously that's not doing a good enough job, because if you look, you can see that the Teflon tape has yellowed because you can see it's had contact with fuel. So what we're going to need to do is put this putty all around that and hope that that seals our issue. And yeah, that's what's leaking. What happens is pressure will build up in this tank, or whenever you try to fill it up, and it just rises and leaks out of here. And it drains down through here onto the little skid trays underneath the car, and it just leaks. So yeah, let's work on this. So this is the stuff that I ended up buying. Let's go ahead and open it up, see what we're working with here. Just about everything that I saw at the at Advanced Auto wouldn't work with fuel or wouldn't work with plastic. This is meant for plastic and is able to be used with such. So let's see. Ew. Stuff feels weird, man. Alright, let's see, pinch off a little piece. Mix it up. And I guess we start applying it. Okay, so this is what I came up with. It's pretty sloppy looking, I know, but it started to set up pretty good and feels pretty stiff, actually, surprisingly, for some putty. But I guess we will have to see. Okay, so I'm gonna let that sit for a few hours, most likely overnight, and we will see it and address it tomorrow. I just want to say that that's not a permanent solution. That's literally just, you know, to see if it'll stop the leak. After I go single turbo, I mean, I have to if I want to go push more than 500 wheel horsepower, I'm gonna have to upgrade my fuel setup anyway to like probably a double pump setup, because a Walboro LP 255 is really only good for about 5 to 550 wheel, and I'm shooting my end goal for this car is somewhere between 600 and 700 horsepower. So that's my goal. So that's just temporary. I just want to see if I can get to stop leaking, and yeah. My next video is going to be a video about how much this swap cost me and what I spent and what I had to do for the swap. So I figured that'd be a good video to make while the car is down. And so yeah, guys, stay tuned. That's going to be it for this video. If you liked the video, subscribe for more, drop a like, and stay tuned for the next video, guys. Have a good day. Peace.